All right, let's kick off another deep dive. Today we're taking a look at blockchain revenue in 2024. We've got a really interesting article here from Solidity Academy. It's called Ethereum, the undisputed revenue king of 2024A. So, pretty bold claim. We'll dive in and see if it checks out. You ready to unpack this with me?
Absolutely, yeah. I think the revenue numbers this year tell a really fascinating story about where things are headed.
Okay, cool. Let's jump right in then. Ethereum, the big dog, $2 billion in revenue in 2024. I mean, that's got to be a sign of some serious dominance, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. Ethereum is it's definitely solidified its position as the top blockchain platform. But you know, it's not just about the raw numbers. It's really about what that revenue represents.
Yeah.
You know? The sheer amount of activity happening on the Ethereum network.
Right.
It's like the foundation for so much innovation. DeFi, NFTs, even gaming. It's all built on Ethereum.
And let's not forget the whole Ethereum 2.0 thing. It's been a long time coming. But that shift to proof of stake has really made a difference, don't you think?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Ethereum 2.0 has really boosted, the platform's efficiency and scalability. It's a huge draw for developers who want to build, robust applications that can actually scale.
Yeah, makes you think we're only just scratching the surface of what's possible with Ethereum. But I mean, it'd be naive to think that Ethereum doesn't have any competition, right?
Right.
This Solidity Academy article highlights some pretty serious contenders.
Yeah, that's right. Tron and Solana are really emerging as strong rivals. They're each carving out their own space in this evolving landscape.
Okay, so Tron, they pulled in $567 million in revenue this year. They seem to be really focused on stablecoin transfers, which I think is pretty interesting. What's your take on that strategy?
I think it's smart, especially with the growing demand for stablecoins, particularly in emerging markets. Tron is making it easier and cheaper to move value across borders, which could have huge implications for international trade and remittances.
Right, yeah. So they're tapping into a real world need there. That's always a good sign. Okay, and then there's Solana. $370 million in revenue. Their whole thing is speed and scalability, isn't it?
Exactly. Solana's high transaction speed and low fees are really attractive to developers, especially for applications that need, like a really seamless user experience, like decentralized exchanges or gaming platforms where responsiveness is super important.
Yeah, it makes sense. So it sounds like Tron and Solana are playing to different strengths, targeting different user bases. It's starting to feel like a real race is shaping up here. Do you think Ethereum's reign is actually at risk? Could one of these platforms actually take the lead?
Well, it's definitely getting more competitive. I mean, Ethereum has that first mover advantage that network effect is real, but Tron and Solana are they're proving that there's room for alternatives, platforms that cater to specific needs.
So Ethereum needs to keep innovating, right, to stay ahead. But even as we're talking about this competition at the top, there's this whole other layer emerging. Literally,
we'll talk about layer 2 solutions.
Yeah, exactly. They're building on top of these existing blockchains, trying to boost scalability and efficiency even further.
It's like adding express lanes to a highway.
Yeah,
helps to reduce congestion and improve the overall flow of traffic.
That's a good analogy. And one that really caught my eye was Base. It's built by Coinbase, and it generated $77.4 million in its first year. I mean, that's some serious momentum.
Yeah, it is. It shows there's a real appetite for user-friendly ways to interact with the blockchain. Base is kind of tapping into the mainstream market, leveraging Coinbase's existing user base.
Yeah, pretty impressive. And it really highlights how fast things are moving in this space. It's not just about these big names anymore.
Right, and it's not just about the revenue either. These layer 2 solutions are really pushing the boundaries of what's possible with blockchain technology.
Totally. Speaking of pushing boundaries, Linea, developed by Consensus, they're doing some pretty interesting things too.
Yeah, Linea uses EZK rollups and zero knowledge proofs. Those are pretty sophisticated technologies designed to enhance privacy and scalability. Essentially, Ziggy rollups bundle multiple transactions together off-chain, and then they submit proof of their validity to the main Ethereum blockchain.
Okay.
This reduces the computational load on the main chain, and that allows for faster and cheaper transactions.
So they're making the system more efficient, but without compromising security.
Exactly.
That's pretty huge.
Especially when we're talking about things like NFTs.
Right. Yeah.
Like imagine transferring an NFT. With ZA rollups, you could potentially transfer multiple NFTs in a single bundled transaction. Saves you time and gas fees.
That makes a lot of sense. And we can't forget about Arbitrum either. Another big player in this layer 2 space, pulling in 22.3 million. They're really popular in the DeFi world, right?
Yeah, Arbitrum has become the go-to platform for DeFi developers. It's known for its security and efficiency.
So it seems like layer 2 solutions are they're becoming more than just a trend. They're a real force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, they're definitely attracting a lot of attention and investment. And we're just getting started. There's a whole other tier of blockchains out there, each with its own unique approach and story.
Okay, I'm ready for more. What else is out there?
Well, let's start with BNB Chain. It's backed by Binance, and it's still a popular platform for developers. Generated $19.2 million this year.
They've been around for a while, right? But they're clearly still holding their own. What's their secret?
BNB Chain offers a combination of low fees, fast transactions, and a large and active developer community.
Yeah.
It's particularly attractive for projects focused on like decentralized applications and gaming. Then there's Avalanche, pulling in 17 million. It's kind of unique with its subnet design. It lets developers create custom blockchains tailored to specific needs.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So it's not just a one-size-fits-all platform. It gives developers more control and flexibility.
Exactly. Avalanche is attracting projects that need a high degree of customization and control over their blockchain infrastructure. Think like supply chain management systems.
Yeah.
Or even digital identity platforms.
Okay. Yeah, I see. And that brings us to Ton. Now, this is a blockchain with a pretty interesting backstory. It was initially developed by the team behind Telegram, the messaging app.
Right. Yeah. Ton has kind of found its niche in Web3 communication. Generated 14.5 million in revenue this year. It's facilitating secure and decentralized messaging.
Yeah.
File sharing, even payments.
Yeah.
All within the Telegram ecosystem.
So it's about more than just financial transactions. It's about building a decentralized communication layer for the internet. That's a pretty ambitious goal.
It is, and it highlights how the scope of blockchain technology is expanding. It's not just about cryptocurrency anymore. It's about reshaping how we interact and exchange value online.
All right, so we've covered Ethereum, the major challengers, and now these intriguing layer 2 solutions and these mid-tier platforms. It's quite a landscape. And according to this Solidity Academy article, there are even more players in the top 15.
Yeah, let's quickly touch on those just to give you the full picture. Injective is at 14.1 million. Scroll is at 13.7 million. Blast is at 12.3 million. Optimism is at 12.2 million. Near is at 7.4 million. And finally, Starknet is at 6.5 million.
Wow. Okay. Each one with its own unique approach and contribution to this rapidly evolving space. It seems like the blockchain world is just brimming with innovation. But I'm curious, what do you see as the key factors that will shape the future of this landscape?
Well, the competition is it's only going to get more intense, that's for sure. But beyond that, I think scalability is going to be a major hurdle to overcome as more users and applications come on board. Blockchains need to be able to handle the increased load without compromising speed or affordability.
Right. No one wants to deal with slow transaction speeds or exorbitant fees.
Exactly, and that's where we see projects like Solana and those layer 2 solutions really trying to address these issues head on.
So scalability is about performance, but there's also the question of user experience.
Absolutely, usability is. It's crucial for mainstream adoption.
Right.
Blockchain technology can be pretty complex, even intimidating for the average person. So platforms that prioritize user-friendly interfaces and intuitive designs, those are going to have a real advantage.
It's like anything else in tech, right? If it's not accessible and easy to use, people are just gonna stick to what they know.
Right, exactly. And then there's the challenge of network growth. How do these platforms attract developers, attract projects and ultimately attract users.
It's about building a thriving ecosystem, not just a piece of technology.
Yeah, exactly. Strong communities, robust developer tools, clear value propositions. Those are all going to be essential for long-term success.
So we've got these three interconnected forces at play here: scalability, usability, and network growth, all shaping the future of blockchain. It makes you wonder if Ethereum can really maintain its grip on the top spot with all these challengers and these evolving needs. What do you think?
Well, Ethereum has a massive head start.
Yep.
And its network effect is it's undeniably powerful. But as we've discussed, Tron and Solana are gaining ground, and those layer 2 solutions, they're introducing a whole new set of possibilities.
It's almost like the Wild West out there. Anything could happen.
Well, let's not get carried away. Ethereum is still the dominant force in the blockchain world.
Yeah.
But to stay on top, it'll need to continue innovating and adapting to the changing needs of the market.
So the king might be challenged, but the throne isn't empty yet.
Exactly, and that's what makes this space so captivating. It's dynamic, unpredictable, and full of potential.
Okay, before we go any further, let's make sure our listener has a clear picture of this blockchain landscape. We've thrown around a lot of names and figures. Can you quickly recap the top 15 blockchains based on revenue for 2024?
Sure. Leading the pack is Ethereum at $2 billion. Next is Tron at $567 million, followed by Solana at $370 million. Then we have the layer 2 solutions, Base at $77.4 million, Linea at $26.5 million, and Arbitrum at $22.3 million.
Okay, and rounding out the top 15.
We have BNB Chain at $19.2 million, Avalanche at $17 million, Ton at $14.5 million, Injective at $14.1 million, Scroll at $13.7 million, Blast at $12.3 million, Optimism at $12.2 million, Near at $7.4 million, and finally, StartNet at $6.5 million.
Okay. So we've got our leaderboard, but as we've discussed, there's more to this story than just revenue. Each of these platforms represents a different approach, a different vision for the future of blockchain. But before we delve into those visions, I have a bit of a provocative thought to share.
Oh, I'm intrigued. Let's hear it.
We've talked about Ethereum's dominance, its first mover advantage, but could that very strength also be its weakness?
That's an interesting perspective. How so?
Well, being the leader, it makes you a target. Everyone's looking for ways to disrupt, to build the next Ethereum, something faster, more efficient, or more scalable.
Great.
It makes me wonder if Ethereum can adapt quickly enough to maintain its position.
That's a valid point. Ethereum's size and complexity could make it less agile than some of its newer competitors.
Exactly. So while Ethereum may be the king today, its long-term reign is not guaranteed.
Yeah, I agree. The blockchain landscape is constantly evolving, and it's this constant state of flux that makes it so compelling.
All right, I think we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive. We've explored the financial landscape, the key players, and the forces that are shaping the future of this space. But before we wrap up, I want to leave our listener with one final thought, something to ponder.
Okay, I'm all ears.
What if in this race to become the next revenue king, we lose sight of something more important? What if the real value of blockchain technology lies beyond the balance sheets?
You're talking about the potential for blockchain to transform industries, to create new possibilities, to empower individuals.
Exactly, the potential to create a more equitable and transparent world.
That's a vision worth striving for, and it's something we should definitely keep in mind as we navigate this exciting and rapidly evolving landscape.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I think it's important to remember that these numbers tell a story.
Yeah, a story of innovation and competition, the relentless pursuit of technological advancement.
And it's a story that goes well beyond just finance. It's about the potential for blockchain to reshape industries, to empower individuals, and create new possibilities.
We've seen how Ethereum has really laid the groundwork, and how Tron and Solana are challenging the status quo, and how layer 2 solutions are pushing the boundaries.
And let's not forget about those mid-tier platforms, each carving out its own niche.
Right, and contributing to this vibrant ecosystem.
It's an ecosystem that's evolving at an incredible pace. And as we look ahead to 2025 and beyond, I think we can expect even more groundbreaking development.
Oh, absolutely. More competition, more innovation, and hopefully more real-world applications that benefit us all.
Because ultimately, the true measure of success in the blockchain world shouldn't just be about revenue. It should be about the positive impact this technology has on our lives.
Yeah, well said.
So on that note, we're gonna leave you with a final thought as you watch this blockchain landscape unfold. Ask yourself, what role will you play in shaping its future?
Will you be a builder, an investor, or simply an observer? The choice is yours. But one thing's for sure: it's going to be an exciting journey.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We hope you've gained some valuable insights into the world of blockchain and its potential to transform our world. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.